we need hits, hits bring money, money brings power, power brings fame, and fame changes the game, said American rapper Young Thug. This is so true in the case of many K-pop idols who fell from the highly famed position to become nobody. Who changed the game for them? Here are 6 top-rated K-pop idols, including 2 female idols who lost their name, fame, position, and money for their X-rated acts. Fans' love for their idols is overwhelming, and idols thrive on the popularity created by the love of their fans. But these fans are not to be taken lightly because even a slight disappointment can make fans abandon their idols. B.I. is the best example of how a drunk driving case affected his career severely, with fans gradually giving up on the idol. Forget sex scandals, even cases of bullying have made fans boycott their favorite idols, making them quit the K-pop industry. Bullying accusations have ended the careers of singers, including of idol Soojin. The entire female group April was disbanded in 2022 after their reputation was ruined, with their former member Hyunjo accusing April members of bullying her. If cases of bullying itself can destroy the careers of K-pop idols, imagine the intensity of action and public hatred if they are involved in illegal sexual acts. With shocked fans abandoning their idols who were involved in incidents of rape, prostitution, and molkas, they have been reduced to no one in the K-pop industry. Most of these disgraced idols have been accused of criminal voyeurism. Have you heard of this term? Voyeurism is when someone tries to gain sexual pleasure from watching others when they're naked or engaged in sexual activity. This is mostly done using secret cameras that are called molai cameras in Korea. The abbreviation for this is the popular usage molka. This means secretly filming someone. It becomes criminal voyeurism when the secret camera is used to film a sexual activity. Now it's time to reveal the names of idols who lost everything K-pop had given them because of their involvement in sex scandals. Number 6. Choi Jong-hoon. Choi Jong-hoon was much loved as the leader, guitarist, and keyboardist of the rock band FT Island since his debut in 2007. But the game changed in 2019 when newspapers revealed that Jong-hoon was a member of an online group called Jang-junyoung. Their Kakao Talk chat rooms shared illegally filmed videos of women performing sexual acts. A woman had claimed that she was gang raped by 5 men, including Jong-hoon. She said in an interview that after being unconscious, she was shocked to wake up on the bed naked next to Choi Jong-hoon. He was the first idol to be named in the Burning Sun scandal that shocked the entire K-pop industry. Though Jong-hoon initially denied the allegations, he was found guilty of rape and illegally filming women without their consent and distributing a total of 6 videos. He was sentenced to 2.5 years in prison on charges of rape in November 2019. Not only his fans but even members of his group FT Island abandoned the singer, and Jong-hoon not only quit the group but also left the entertainment industry forever. Number 5. Lee Jong-hyun. Former lead guitarist and vocalist of rock band CN Blue, Lee Jong-hyun's career too ended due to the singer's involvement in the sex scandal. He was the second person to be named in the Burning Sun scandal. He admitted that he was a member of the Jang-junyoung Kakao Talk chat rooms and said that he watched sex videos shared by Jang-junyoung. However, the singer did not face any criminal cases, but he was boycotted by fans after videos of him trying to touch sensitive parts of females started making rounds on social media. One such video involved him mistreating Girls' Generation's Yuna. This enraged K-pop fans who issued a boycott against Lee Jong-hyun. This also led to the singer to withdraw from his band CN Blue. The story doesn't end here. He joined military service, and when people thought he had learned his lesson, BJ Park Min-jung revealed that Lee Jong-hyun was text flirting with her on Instagram directly. And the result? There is no Lee Jong-hyun in the K-pop industry anymore. Number 4. Gina. Not only men but even women have lost their careers for their involvement in sex scandals. Gina is one of them. Gina Jane Choi, popularly known as Gina, was a well-known K-pop idol. Her album Black and White was a huge hit and topped the Gaon chart. Although she found success as a solo artist, the game changed in February 2016. The news of her involvement in a prostitution scandal shattered her world. Gina was accused of receiving a payment of $30,000 by an unidentified businessman for sexual favors. Gina tried to clarify that her relationship with the businessman was romantic in nature and that the money was lent by one of her male friends when she was facing financial issues. But she could not prove this argument, and the singer was directed to pay a fine of $1,531. Soon after, her contract ended in March, and the agency Cube Entertainment did not renew her contract. So she left for Canada, and in 2019, she made an Instagram post saying she will be back, but till date, she has not been able to make a comeback. Number 3. Glam Dahi. Wondering when did Glam make their debut? Let me tell you, this group did not last long after their debut. To brush up your memories, this group is called the BTS-filled sister group. The group was disbanded because of accusations of sexual acts against its member Dahi. This is what happened. The group debuted in 2012 with 5 members including Dahi and Jong-hyun. Dahi is said to have had an affair with actor Lee Byung-hyun when his wife Lee Min-jung was pregnant. But later it was said that Lee Byung-hyun ditched Dahi, which angered the singer. Dahi, along with another member of the group, Jong-hyun, hatched a revenge plan and asked Lee Byung-hyun to meet them. They drugged his drinks and filmed him making sexual jokes and advances towards Jong-hyun. Dahi and Jong-hyun blackmailed Lee Byung-hyun to pay 5 million won if he did not want them to release the video. But the actor filed a case against the singers, and Dahi was arrested just before she tried to flee the country. She, along with Jong-hyun, were sentenced to 1 year in prison, but due to Lee Byung-hyun's request, both singers received a 2-year suspended sentence. As a result, Glam was disbanded in 2015. Due to public backlash, the K-pop idol couldn't make a comeback but started working as a broadcast jockey on the video streaming service Africa TV in 2018. Number 2. Kris Wu. Former EXO member Kris Wu was not only popular in Korea but a star idol in China too. Along with a successful career as a singer, he was much in demand as an actor in China. He was also the king of commercials, but all of this came to an end and his huge fan base was sent into shock when 18-year-old Do Mei-ju accused Kris Wu of raping her when she was 17 years old. She also alleged that Kris Wu had raped at least 7 more girls, including 2 minors. Despite screenshots of his conversations with those girls circulating in public, Kris Wu kept denying everything. He was detained on 31st July 2021 by Beijing police on rape allegations. Wu's arrest was approved by People's Procuratorate of Chaoyang District of Beijing on suspicion of rape in August 2021. Though not proven guilty, the singer lost all his commercial contracts including Porsche, Bugatti, L'Oreal, Turbog, and Louis Vuitton. Even his drama Golden Hairpin was suspended indefinitely. His agency Tencent Media also terminated their contract with Kris Wu. The singer faces 3 to 10 years of jail term if convicted of rape, but the final judgment in Kris Wu's case is still being awaited. Number 1. Seungri. Former Big Bang member Lee Seung-hyun, popularly known by his stage name Seungri, was the biggest name heard in the Burning Sun scandal. Seungri faced a total of 8 charges including solicitation of illegal prostitution, illegal overseas gambling, spreading of illegally filmed sexual content, embezzlement, threatening, and assault. Following a total of 17 closed-door police interrogations, the Seoul Metropolitan Police Agency requested an arrest warrant for Seungri, but the request for arrest was rejected. Meanwhile, Seungri continues to plead innocence. But in August 2019, Seungri was questioned for the first time, and in January 2020, a second request for Seungri's arrest was made. But this request too was denied, and the singer enlisted in the military in March 2020. In August 2021, Seungri was sentenced to 3 years in jail by a South Korean military court. But after the final trial, his sentence was reduced to 1.6 years of jail term. Seungri will be released in February 2023. Seungri's entertainment activities were put to a halt in 2019, and even after completing jail term, he is unlikely to be seen in the K-pop world. Here is why. After his sentencing was finalized, netizens commented, "How can this be a proper country? This kind of guy needs to be in prison until 23-23. Another netizen said, "1 year and 6 months is just the right amount of time for him to cool his head. This sentencing is a joke." The other one said, "This country is such a good place for criminals to live in." As the Korean proverb goes, Nunaso 모려지면 마음에서도 모려진다, meaning out of sight, out of mind. After making too much noise with their sex scandals, these idols are already out of K-pop fans' sight and will soon be out of their minds too.